Manchester United then take on Liverpool, the Europa League second leg. This one at Old Trafford after that horrendous first leg away at Liverpool. Really is a difficult place to go, Liverpool, but we played horrendous that night. No passion, no fight, nothing at all, and we completely went down with a whimper, and we've given ourselves a mammoth task to stand any chance of qualifying for the next round, which I didn't think we even had a good chance of winning the Europa League, because I thought there was too many decent teams left in it. But I've seen Napoli go out of it, and Borussia Dortmund look like the best team certainly left in the Europa League. There are still some decent Spanish teams in it as well, but I still thought there was a possibility that if we got the luck of the draw, we could get through to maybe the semi-final, and then who knows, maybe the final in a one-off game, possibly playing Dortmund. You never know. And I thought the top four was completely gone. But now I think the roles have reversed, and looking at the Premier League table, although I don't think we have much chance of finishing in the top four, Manchester City have completely capitulated lately and have been absolutely horseshit, and with injury problems at the back that they've got and all sorts. But the next two games obviously will decide which one's the biggest chance. But at this moment in time, I'd probably have to say now, going back to it, the Premier League's probably the best chance of getting a Champions League spot, because of Manchester City capitulating so badly. And had we beaten West Brom, we would have been well in with a chance. So that game on Sunday at the Etihad is just as important as this one. But going into this game, we've got to take this game first. We cannot afford to rest players for that Sunday game, thinking that that's the better option, because they're both realistically chances still to qualify for the Champions League. So we've got to go for both of them basically, and just see where things go, because if miraculously we turn this around, you really never know. If we lose against Manchester City, then that top four place is completely gone. So it's a cagey one, but we've got to go for this. We can't rest any players for this game, because Liverpool are massive rivals, and there'll be a real right from the fans if we got beaten against Liverpool at home and showed no passion, no fight. Again, imagine we lost 2 or 3-0, 3-0 like we did against David Moyes. It really would be Louis van Gaal would really come under stick going into that game against Manchester City. I think he's going to put as a stronger lineup as he can. What the lineup's going to be, it's going to be interesting to see, because he chops and changes it from week to week. We never know what players are going to play, so my guess is going to probably be as good as yours. Obviously, the man between the sticks, David Hare, who's kept us within a whisker of potentially going out of this. If it wasn't for him, we would be out, certainly already. And if we'd lost 3-0, then I would say 3 or 4-0, then I would say we'd have to have rested players and just took another humiliating defeat. But because we're still in with a chance, we've really got to throw air at the kitchen sink at this. He will be between the sticks. You're looking at the back four. You know, Blind is looking on his knees at the moment. Played so much football lately, but I don't know what the options are too much with the other players. With Fosu-Mensah, who can't play in this, I think we're going to have to stick with Blind and Smalling at the back, and Rojo will have to again play at left back. So I don't know what's up with Cameron Borthwick Jackson, still out. It seems to have been out for a long while through injury. Rojo wasn't very good in that last game against West Ham, which is worrying. I would like to see him going at centre back, but I wouldn't personally put anyone else at left back, because this is a massive game for me. Varela playing at right back, doing a decent job there at the moment, keeping Darmian out the team, and that's a credit to him, because at the start of the season, some people were even calling Darmian the new Gary Neville at the start of the season. So I think they were getting a bit carried away, but Varela's showing decent form at the moment. For me, reminds me a bit of Raphael. Moving along into the midfield, I think we might see the midfield come back into play for this one. I know I said that in the previous game, but I wouldn't be surprised if Schneiderlin doesn't get his first start. I think he's being a bit cagey with using him at the moment, because he's come back from a sort of a worse injury than the likes of Fellaini, even though I don't know why Fellaini gets in the Manchester United team, but he did have quite a bad injury, Schweinsteiger, so I think he's been a bit cagey there. I think we might see him from the start, and he might be able to play sort of 60-65 minutes in this game. personally, I think we've got to go for it. So I would personally put Herrera in there and not go for the midfield in this particular game, because even if we concede, we've got to go for it. So we've got to score at least 2 goals on the night. I know we don't want to concede an early goal, but we still can't be sitting back in this game, because to score 3 goals over the 90 minutes is going to be tough. We've got to score 2, and we can't really. I mean, he could play the midfield, but personally, I would like to see Herrera in there if possible. And then on the wings, he's probably going to go for Jesse Lingard and Martial probably, and probably put Rashford up front. I'm not too sure, but personally, I'd probably go for Martial up front, Memphis Depay, and then it would be Lingard out wide, and probably Juan Mata will being the number 10, obviously suspended the other day. We will have to see what happens with the team. With the team, that's sort of what I'd go for. It's a bit of a cagey one, because you don't know what Louis van Gaal's going to pick. But really, we have got to go for this. I mean, I know we don't want to concede an early goal, but certainly maybe keep it tight the first 15-20 minutes. Then really, we've got to go for it, because we've got to score at least 2 goals just to take it to extra time. And personally, I can't see it happening. Liverpool could well catch us out with the likes of Daniel Sturridge. Roberto Firmino is playing really well in 2016, which is a worry for Manchester United going into this game. So they're the 2 main standout players I would really be worried about again from this game. I said I was worried about them going into the first leg, and again I'll be worried about them for the second leg. I didn't think Daniel Sturridge was at his best in that first leg. He still has a lot to prove coming back from injury recently, but hopefully he isn't at his best, and hopefully Firmino isn't at his best either. I don't know if he's just going to play Sturridge as the main out-and-out striker, with probably with Firmino in behind, which will cause us problems. Obviously, Lallana's playing better now, so he could cause us some problems as well. Personally, I don't think he's a fantastic player, but he is still one of Liverpool's better players, and can cause Manchester United all sorts of problems. So we've really got to watch out there. I'm hoping Manchester United can get at the back 4. And Mamadou Sakho is a player that I have seen had some bad games. I remember when they got beaten up at Watford 3-0. Sakho that day was absolutely awful. I think he had just come back from injury, but if we could get at him like Ighalo did that day, he put him on his arse at least once in that game. Really did perform badly that day. Sakho, if Manchester United could get at him and he has a bad day, that could be someone we could really get at, I think. But going into this game, I think it may be tight for the first 15-20 minutes, but we've really got to keep that back 4 up shy out from Liverpool, because if we concede a goal, then the tie is really over. So maybe cagey for the first 15-20 minutes, but then we've really got to have a go, because if we don't score in the first half, it's going to be really difficult to get at least 2 goals in that second half. Anyway, let me know your thoughts ahead of the game. How do you see it going? I think Manchester United might win this game, sort of 2-1, because we really have to go for it and put up a fight. You know, there's going to be a lot of really disjointed fans outside Old Trafford after this game if we go down with a whimper. So I think the fans and the players are going to be up for it. That's why I think we might actually win the game 2-1. But unfortunately, I think we're going to go out through that away goal, because Manchester United are not keeping clean sheets. Even the fantastic David Hare hasn't kept many clean sheets lately. You look, that Watford game being the only one I can remember against a Premier League side in a long time. You're going back to the Shrewsbury game before that, which Shrewsbury were absolutely awful. So, you know, really will be disappointed if we go out. But if we can at least go out with a fight and take something into that Manchester City game, because maybe if we could beat Manchester City, then that may give us a lift in that race for the top 4. But I think the Champions League has gone for now. But if we could at least put a real showing on in this game, I would be happy. Anyway, let me know your thoughts ahead of the game. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will talk to you all again soon. See ya.